Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Racist fatigue. I don't like to talk a lot about race or race in general, but sometimes I'll dabble in them. I'll make one video, two video here and there. Why not? Why? Because I genuinely believe that it's such a low IQ argument to make. It's so stupid. Like how do you get up, right? And you don't know a person, you don't know what the background is, you don't know what's in their heart. But based off of looking at the color of the skin, you come to a conclusion that this person is either bad or good. That's why I don't like to dabble in it. But I'm feeling a little talkative today. So, Antonio talks. Racist fatigue. Let's get it.
Activity you can involve yourself in. Now, a lot of racists love to use, bro, racism has to be the most low IQ activity you can involve yourself in. Now, a lot of racists love to use the counter argument of, it's not racism, it's pattern recognition. We're just judging you based off your action. But here's the thing, if we're gonna base off patterns and you know, data and statistics, when I'm out in public with my children and I see a white man, 7 out of the 10 times, I'm gonna come across a child, you know what? So
not just that, if we're going to go based off of what he just said, right? The entire Middle East has been completely destabilized. That wasn't done by black people or Asian people or Japanese or Mexicans. Yeah, you guessed it, that was done by white people. But I'm not going to go ahead and start pointing finger at all white people and say, you guys are a bunch of genocidal crap who are destabilizing the Arabs in the Middle East. I'm not going to do that because I know it's a very small group of people who are causing this damage. That's one. And another one that he just said. What about school shooting? The majority of school shooting that happens in the United States is done by, you guessed it, the white, the Caucasian. That's another one as well. We can go on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not going to do that. And the reason I don't really like to do that is simply because I understand the fact that every single group have a bad apple. It doesn't matter. Every single group have a bad apple. Not just that. Another one is that we here in the United States are being motivated to actually do crime. Whether you like it or not, we are. Although they turn around and say, don't commit crime, yet, what do you see on movies? Movies that constantly commit, like they commit crime and then they make it look like it's fun and they make it look like it's easy, especially when it comes to the black community. Back in the 80s and the 90s, there used to be so much gangster movies and stuff like that. All that is to glorify crime. When you hear the music as well, the music is constantly glorifying crime. So constantly we are being told commit crime is fun. Gangsters get onto on music videos and stuff like that, and then they're flashing monies with weed in their mouth, and then they got all these girls with guns in their hands and stuff like that. All of this is glorifying crime. All of it. This is why I don't really like to talk about this whole situation.
you know, I need to clutch my kids and not be friendly towards you if we're using that logic. And I want to address something because I get comments like this all the time. People call me a racist. They say I'm a black supremacist. I be like, bro, what? This is the thing, y'all. I am pro-black. And for some reason, white people think pro-black is anti-white. That is not the case. The only reason they think that is because pro-white has always been anti-black. Pro-white has always been anti-black. It doesn't
Pro-white has always been anti-black. I don't think it's always been anti-black. I mean, especially into this day and age, you know, the birth rate of white people is starting to decline dramatically. And they're starting to see that. They're starting to realize like, oh shit, we're being wiped out. And now they want to blame somebody for that. No, the reason why, I'm not going to get into it, because if I do, trust me, this video will go on a little bit longer. I know the reason why this whole thing is happening. But in conclusion, the basics of that is when you have a diversity of people, it's easier to divide and conquer them. That's the basis of it. That's the basis of it. And another reason why there are so many minorities coming into the European country is simply because, well, let's be quite honest. White folks, you guys just don't want to keep your nose out of brown people's business. Number one, when it comes to Africa, y'all stealing the resources in Africa. Africans are becoming more and more poor. And guess what? When people become desperate, they want to move. They want to migrate. They want to go somewhere where they can have a better life. And of course, why not go to a place that has been stealing your resource for the longest time? That's one. Two, Arabs are also people who, well, their whole region have been completely destabilized with civil wars and bomb being dropped on them. You guys remember the 20-year war that also happened? Yeah, over 1 million people innocent people have died because of that. And now the whole country is still in the state of is still destabilized. They can't have a sustainable country over there. And so guess what? They are also migrating as well and going to a European country. And all of this is done systematically. All of this is done on purpose. That's why you guys are being white. There's more to it, but I'm going to keep it right there.
Doesn't mean that pro-black is anti-white. And the reason for this is because a lot of black men today are raccoons. Like, if you go online, most of them are going to be trying to kiss up to the white man. You know, they're conservative. So when they see a brother like me, they think I'm racist. No. But anyway, though, man, I got racism fatigue, okay? It's 2025. Race relations in America should be getting better, but it's the complete opposite.
Stop driving like an asshole.
Don't try to run.
Stop driving like an asshole, you fuck.
Wow.
I'm laughing because I've seen this video. They've already exposed this guy. They know exactly which state he come from, where he worked. They got everything exposed already.
Hey, you know what's great?
You see
You're
this?
still gonna be black, and we're not. Make sure you tell them you're a. I'm still white. You're still black.
Whoa. Damn.
Tag is P430818.
Hey, one thing about it, bro, being black is like the best thing ever. If I had to die 1,000 times and I came back 1,000 times, I'm gonna be black 1,000 times. Like I never want to be another race. And it's crazy because these like racists think that we don't like being black. Bro, we love being black. It's the like, come on, bro. Yeah, we don't like what comes with being black, with all the racism and the hate, but bro, we might be the superior race. And this the thing though, y'all.
I don't know about being a superior race, my brother. Let's go ahead and hit the brake on there for a second, okay? As a black man, yes, I love being black, but I don't believe that I'm the superior race. I don't believe that there is a superior race. Rather, I believe that we all came from one person, which is obviously Adam. And of course, people started to migrate, right? And based off of that migration, based off of the part of the world that you're in, depending on the weather and the condition, you're going to have a lighter pigmentation. So that's pretty much how it all goes. In conclusion, when you bring it all down to the basis, yes, we are all the same. I'm the same, you know? So yes, I don't believe in that superior race bullshit because it's stupid. That's how divide starts.
It just makes sense. We originated in Africa. If we're going off the scientific definitions, right? We originated in Africa. To be
True.
able to withstand the heat from the sun, everybody was already black to start off with.
Right?
So we're the fucking blueprint. That's why they be mad. We're the blueprint.
He's not wrong about that because if you haven't noticed, well, not noticed, but if you look into what they call the Eve gene goes all the way back to Africa. And they're saying that's pretty much where, like, you know, you get the idea. Eve gene. I mean, come on, Adam and Eve. You get it? But yeah.
You didn't start off white. White was a mutation. Not trying to be disrespectful racist. It's just facts.
And you know what I noticed? I hate to speak on it, but it's reality. It's a sad reality. Racism really do exist. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
Times I be in this truck and I pop my head up and a white person walk, they about to come up to the truck, then they turn around. It's just sad. Today, this guy. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother and all?
This man was so startled. I'm talking about, you can see it in the video. He jumped, seen the black person. I said, hey, you couldn't even speak back. Turned around and left. It is so sad for us to be people.
Watch somebody gonna justify, be like, no, he didn't turn away because he was black, bruh. It was because he was black. What else could it have been, yo? He was a man? Nah. It's because he was a nigga.
We people. We all get, but we do get treated differently. People may not realize it or see it, but we don't get these things as easy as white people. That's a fact. We don't get things easy.
It's a fact. As black people, bro, I'm gonna put it up, but like the income gap is like black people, then Hispanics, then white, then Asian. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we at the lowest totem pole, bro, and it's like, damn, what is the reason for that? You know,
Okay. What's the reason for this? First of all, I just want to go ahead and say this. When it comes to the weave business, billions of dollars is being invested in that. And where do you think that money is coming from? From the black community. When it comes to the shoes business, billions is also being invested in that. Where does it come from? The black community. You start to see a pattern. See, although we may be at the bottom of the pole, yet we somehow, some way manage to squeeze money out of everywhere and anywhere. And the first thing that we do with it is buy stupid shit like Jordans or ugly ass weaves on your head, ladies. I ain't gonna lie, some of them weavely looking like freaking dusty as hell. Y'all need to do something else about it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these are some examples. And also when it comes to cars, like we want to buy like Hellcats, buy vehicles that we can't even afford and stuff like that just to look cool. And then jewelries and all the. We as black people are extremely materialistic, in case you haven't noticed. Very, very materialistic. Asians, they kind of like to invest in their own community. I hate to say it, but it's the truth. They like to invest in their own community. A lot of races are, not racist, but like a lot of race out there, they like to invest in their own community. Black people, we have a problem. Yes, although we would invest some in our own community, but the money that we put toward buying ugly ass weaves, the money that we put toward buying Jordans and cars that we can't afford, if we take that money and invest it back into the black community, I just think things will be a lot better. But instead, well, this is what you get. Anyways, if you want to go ahead and watch the rest of the video for yourself, again, it's going to be Antonio Talk, Racist Fatigue. I'm going to go ahead and stop it right here. I just want to give my thought on it. I don't really want to talk much about this whole topic because I find racists to be very, very stupid. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you made it this far, don't forget to leave a like and sub. And also go follow me in my social. It's going to be at the link. It's going to be either on my page or at the link in the bottom. I got to go ahead and fix that. Catch you guys up later.